Hello guys, welcome to the world of fantasy, where magic and imagination meet to create a world beyond our wildest dreams. In this video, we will explore the top 10 best fantasy movies on Netflix. From epic tales of heroes fighting evil to heartwarming stories of unlikely friendships, there is something for everyone in this list. But before jumping into the list, make sure you like and subscribe to us. Well, now let's jump into the list.
Welcome to my world, kid.
Slumberland, the world of dreams.
First, I would like to talk about number 1, Slumberland, released in 2022. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.7. The story of this movie is about a young girl named Nemo. Her father Peter is unexpectedly lost at sea, and after that she discovers a secret map to the dream world of Slumberland. Slumberland takes audiences to a magical dream world. However, there with the help of an eccentric outlaw named Flip. She and Flip soon find themselves on an incredible journey traversing dreams and fleeing nightmares, with the hope that she will be able to see her late father again.
Rule number 1, stay focused. You slip up, you'll never see the waking world again.
Number 2, Warcraft, released in 2016. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.7. The movie is set in a magical world of Azeroth, where humans coexist with orcs. The orcs are a strong and aggressive race who are forced to leave their dying world and come to Azeroth in search of a new home. But their arrival creates chaos as they start to invade human lands. Amidst this chaos, a young mage named Cogger discovers that a dark magic is causing the rift between the two worlds. He teams up with a human commander, Lothar, and a few other warriors to stop the orcs and prevent their world from being destroyed. But the orcs are led by their ruthless leader, Golden, who is determined to conquer the human world and make it their new home. He has a secret weapon, the Fel, a dark magic that he uses to control his army of orcs. The movie takes you on a thrilling ride as the humans and orcs engage in epic battles, both sides fighting for their survival.
Whatever you plan to do it now!
Number 3, The Spiderwick Chronicles, released in 2008. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.5. The movie revolves around 3 siblings, Jared, Simon, and Mallory Grace, who move into a rundown house with their mother. While exploring the house, Jared discovers a hidden book that belonged to his great-great-uncle, Arthur Spiderwick. As they begin to read the book, they discover a hidden world of magical creatures that Arthur had documented. Unfortunately, their discovery also attracts the attention of evil creatures who want the book for themselves. They find themselves in the middle of a battle between the magical creatures and the evil ogre, Mulgarath, who wants to use the book's power for his own sinister purposes. With the help of their new magical friends, including the House Brownie Thimbletack and the Griffin Hogsquill, the siblings must protect the book and prevent Mulgarath from using it to destroy the magical world.
You brought the book? I think we give it to him. Where's the book?
Number 4, The Last Airbender, released in 2010. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 4. It's all about a world where people have the power to control the elements, water, earth, fire, and air. But there's one person who can control all 4 elements, the Avatar. And that person is a young boy named Ong. Ong has been frozen in ice for 100 years. When he's finally discovered, he learns that the Fire Nation has taken over the world and is trying to wipe out the other nations. So, it's up to Ong and his new friends, Katara and Sokka, to stop the Fire Nation and restore balance to the world. Now, I won't give away too much, but there's plenty of action, drama, and even some humor in this movie.
You are the only one who can bring balance to a world at war. But some will stop at nothing to destroy you.
Number 5, Nightbooks, released in 2021. The IMDb rating of this movie is 5.8. It's about a boy named Alex who loves scary stories and spends all his time writing them in his notebook. One night, he gets lured into a magical apartment by a wicked witch named Natasha. Alex is now trapped in this mysterious place with another girl named Yasmin, who is also held captive. The witch tells them that they have to keep her entertained by telling her new scary stories every night, or they will never leave. As Alex and Yasmin start sharing their tales, they begin to realize that they might have more in common than they thought. They also discover that Natasha has a dark secret, and they must find a way to escape before it's too late. Throughout the movie, there are spooky creatures, magical spells, and unexpected twists and turns.
You know what happens if she figures out what we're up to, right? I know what happens if we don't try.
Number 6, Love and Monsters, released in 2020. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 6.9. Here's what it's about. Joel Dawson lives in a world where a monster apocalypse has taken place. He's been living underground for the past 7 years after the monsters forced him and other survivors to flee their homes. Joel is separated from his girlfriend Amy, played by Jessica Henwick, and he misses her terribly. So, he decides to risk everything to travel 80 miles on the surface to find her. Along the way, he meets a dog who becomes his loyal companion, and they face all sorts of monsters and obstacles. But this isn't your typical monster movie. It's about the relationships and connections between people in the face of adversity.
We could still take our world back.
You're more of a survivor than I thought.
Number 7, King Kong, released in 2005. The IMDb rating of this movie is 7.2. The movie follows the story of Ann Darrow, a struggling actress who is brought to the island by a filmmaker named Carl Denham to shoot a movie. But things don't go as planned when they encounter Kong, who is immediately captivated by Ann's beauty and kidnaps her. However, as they try to rescue Ann from Kong's clutches, the crew faces countless obstacles and dangers, including giant insects, ferocious dinosaurs, and a tribe of hostile natives who worship Kong as their god. But the real adventure begins when Kong is brought back to New York City, where he escapes and wreaks havoc on the streets. The city is plunged into chaos as the military tries to take down the giant gorilla, while Ann tries to save him from the cruelty of the humans who fear and misunderstand him. Number 8, The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, released in 2008. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 5.2. The story revolves around adventurer Rick O'Connell, who is back in action once again to stop a powerful mummy from taking over the world. This time, he's joined by his son Alex and wife Evelyn as they travel to China to face a new enemy. The mummy in question is the evil Emperor Han, who was cursed and buried alive in China over 2,000 years ago. Now, he's back and seeking to take over the world with his army of undead soldiers. It's up to Rick and his family to stop him before it's too late, but it won't be an easy task. Along the way, they face dangerous obstacles and treacherous enemies, including General Yang and his army. They also encounter a mysterious witch named Zai Yuan, who has a secret past with the mummy and may hold the key to defeating him.
Incredible!
2,000 years ago, China's Dragon Emperor conquered half the world. Now, he is returning.
Number 9, 47 Ronin, released in 2013. The IMDb rating of this movie is 6.2. The story follows a young warrior named Kai, who was taken in by a samurai lord after being abandoned as a child. Despite his outsider status, Kai becomes a trusted member of the samurai clan. Things take a dark turn when the clan's leader is betrayed by a wicked lord and forced to commit ritual suicide. The samurai, now without a leader, become masterless Ronin and are cast out by society. But Kai and the samurai refuse to let their lord's death go unpunished. They embark on a dangerous quest for revenge, seeking to restore honor to their fallen leader and their clan. Their journey takes them through treacherous forests, over raging rivers, and into the heart of enemy territory. Along the way, they face deadly battles with fearsome monsters and cunning adversaries, but they never give up. It's a thrilling, action-packed adventure with a touch of fantasy.
If you can.
And on very last, number 10, Rise of Guardians, released in 2012. And this movie ranks on the IMDb with rating of 7.2. The movie follows the story of Jack Frost, a mischievous and carefree spirit who loves to play pranks on people. One day, he gets recruited by the Guardians, a group of magical beings who protect children's hopes and dreams. The Guardians include North, the jolly and charismatic leader who represents Christmas, Tooth, the beautiful fairy who collects children's teeth and memories, Bunny, the tough and fierce Easter Bunny, and Sandy, the silent but expressive Sandman. Together, they must stop Pitch Black, the evil spirit who wants to plunge the world into darkness and fear. Pitch Black is the boogeyman, and he's a serious bad guy. The movie is full of action, adventure, and heartwarming moments.
It is our job to protect the children of the world.
You can't kill fear, Jack. I'm not afraid of you.
Well friends, this was the whole video, and if you enjoyed it and want to support us, the easiest way is to like the video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more top 10 lists and more entertaining content. See you in the next video.
Mythical creatures living among us.
Why can't I see you?
You don't see us, now you do. But only if we want you to.
But be forewarned.